I do have a female that's stepping forward, and instantly she, show me that again, my love. She's very stubborn. Because I just like kind of brought her in closer, and I don't feel like a group setting is her type of thing. She was like, oh, no, no, no. But her love for you clearly is strong, but thank you. She also started making me feel as if like my eyesight was getting affected. So I don't know if it was hard for her to see at the end, or her vision was getting blurry, but she is making that very clear to me. And then she's also making me feel as if there's a lot of guilt around, like, were we doing the right thing? Because I don't feel like she wanted that help or wanted to ask for that help, but I felt as if like we had, like, people had to step in and kind of take charge with that. And I feel like motherly, very maternal to me. Very maternally, thank you. And she also just gave me the M initial. So she's making a reference to the M initial. So who can understand this? And I keep seeing this, like, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. Like, I don't want the help. I don't want. She's very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. And there's also an M initial. And I can't place it if it's like first name or middle name. She keeps making my like energy fade. And I feel as if she had a lot more happening to her health-wise than what a lot of people realized or what she was saying. I kept hearing it's kind of like, I'm just getting old. I'm just getting old. I'm just getting old. And that's what she just kept chalking it all up to. Oh, so we have Mary.
Yes.
All right. How do you connect with this, my dear?
Sounds like my grandmother. She was stubborn as hell. She was funny though.
Stubborn as hell. And I feel like this wouldn't be like her thing, like a group setting, any of this.
Yep.
I kind of feel like just leave me be, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay. So could be over here. And then obviously your name is Mary, so there's an M initial.
Her name was Marjorie too.
Oh, shut up. Oh, I made you co-host. I didn't want to make you co-host. That was my bad. I wanted a spotlight. There we go. And her name was Marjorie, you said?
Yeah.
All right. But I do feel like, do you have like two other people in spirit, my dear?
Yeah.
Because she said there was two other people here. There's two other people here. And anything for her not to have the attention on her, because she's done. She's like, I'm over it.
She's like, bye, bitch.
Say that again.
She's always like, bye, bitch.
Yeah, bye, like done. No longer needed. I'm like, Jesus. Now, can you understand that there's a gentleman in spirit for you, my dear?
Yeah.
And they showed me that he passed very quick and or unexpected. And you also understand that?
Yeah.
And I do feel like he passed to me like young.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's sweet, but also like don't fuck with him. Can you understand that? Like there's no in between. It's either zero. Say that again. Aww. There's no in between with him though. It's either 0 or 100. Like that's you get what you get kind of vibe. He doesn't bullshit. He doesn't fluff. None of that. Thank you, my dear. Now, he says that he loves to mess with you, like startle you. So I feel as if, like when you're looking in the mirror, you'll see like something like walk by you, things like that. Can you say that again?
All the time.
All the time, because he kept pointing to my mirror over here and he's like, I love to spook with her. Like, I love to mess with her. Oh my gosh. Now, is mom still here in the physical world, my dear?
Yeah.
He needs to apologize to a lot of people, he said.
Yeah, he does.
A lot of people. And I feel like so many people are angry about his departure. Can you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you connect with like the head or the neck issue?
Committed suicide.
Okay. And that's all you have to say, my dear. That's all you have to say. Um, he said, Daniel, they were all like blowing up my phone. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
Because he was like, sometimes I would just like leave the phone and like let it die and like not recharge it just to get away from everybody.
And he did. He had the country life.
Oh my gosh. Like he didn't like it. He liked to be again, he's kind of like grandma. Leave me alone.
Oh, that is Michael. I
Now,
got 3 M's. See?
oh my gosh. Now, show me that again, my dear. He said that it took a while for you guys to find out that he departed. Can you understand that?
For me, yeah, it took me a little bit.
And he kept saying is like to this day, we don't fully know the story. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
Because he said, Daniel, they have all these breadcrumbs about me and about my departure and everything, like all over. And it's so confusing, he said.
Then why did he do this? I don't understand.
Yeah. Now, was he in a relationship when he departed, my dear?
Yeah, he was married and had 2 boys and just adopted a baby girl.
Oh, shit. You said that you wanted to know everything, yes?
Yeah, I do.
Because he said, Daniel, he says, my family knows this. I always bite off more than I can chew.
Yeah, we all do.
He should have talked about everything he was feeling and going through, because I don't feel like it was a shocker. It was a shocker. Like nobody saw it coming, really. Now, did he also struggle with substance, my dear?
Huh?
Did he struggle with substance?
Alcohol, yeah.
Okay. Because he also showed me like that was pretty prominent as well.
Yeah.
Did he used to like douse himself with so much like cologne?
Oh my God, he stunk.
Like, so it's like that's too much. And it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is sexy.
Yeah.
He was like, this is sexy. Like, what are you talking about? But to everybody else, like, Jesus, like a little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. So he's letting you know that he still is drenching himself in his cologne. But this was also his way of saying, like, Daniel, I knew how to cover things up. I knew how to hide things. I knew how to cover things up. And he's so sorry that a lot of bits and pieces are kind of coming up about him and around his departure and such. And he goes, let my family know to remember who he was at the core. Don't let other people's opinions and outside things shake your relationship that you had with your brother.
No, I loved him. He was my big little brother, or my little big brother.
Yeah. And he said he would mess anybody up for you.
Yeah, he would.
Thank you, my dear. He just started pointing to my tattoo. So did you get a tattoo in memory of him, my dear?
Oh,
Tattoo.
yeah.
He said a lot of people did, actually. A lot of people got the tattoo. And he wants to say thank you. He's like, Daniel, I'm kind of like a little cult leader, like a little gang runner. Like they all have a little tattoo for me. He loves them, first off, and he also loves attention. So he says, thank you for doing that for me. Thank you for doing that for me. Now, do you not get to see his kids as often, my dear?
Not as much as we want because my sister-in-law, she relocated from Alaska. This is where it happened, and then now she's up north, closer to Seattle. Yeah.
Okay. Because he says, tell her thank you for trying, but tell her to keep trying.
Okay.
So he sees that it's not really anything that you're doing, it's just life. But he says that means the world because you'd be like, oh, well, out of sight, out of mind. But he's like, no, they still think of them and they still check in on them. And he wants to say thank you. We don't have to fully get into this, but he said, tell my sister to keep her head up and keep being strong.
I'm trying. Thank you.
And he's walking with you every step of the way, my dear.
I know he is. I feel it. I feel it. Thank you.
One more thing. He said, tell her no more piercings.
Oh my God.
He said, tell her no more piercings. So were you going to get another piercing, my dear?
I just got one
Shut up. Where?
on my inside of my ear.
He was like, all right, tell her no more. Done, done. So this is his way of proving that he is with you. He's nosy. He's okay. Cut back on the piercings, but he loves you so much. And he is with grandma.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty, my love. And I will leave you with that. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody. Alrighty. How are we feeling, you